That's the thing I didn't get was finger stuff, but I'm all right.
Oh, okay. I can go get you some.
I think I'm okay.
All right.
Yeah, actually, I'm all right because there's already. Hi.
Hi.
So we're sitting here going, yeah, that's that.
I'm gonna fix an angle here.
She's gonna fix an angle, yeah, because she's kind of.
There we go.
So it is Play on the Porch Day.
Yes, it is. It is National Play on the Porch Day.
And we are out here on our front porch, on our nice little quiet street. It really is quiet here. This is a lovely place. The noisiest night that we ever had here was 4th of July, and that was because people about 5 doors down here, 6 doors down here,
Put on a show.
It was cool. It was really fun. It was.
They had one of the Roman candles go off a little bit too close to a couple of cars, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Nothing went wrong. It was just a little.
Yeah. Why don't we? Oops.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It landed flat. It's fine.
So someone's on. Talk to us. Say things to us. We only have certain instruments with us, but if you really want to hear something, we can probably run inside and grab something else. And realize something. As we were getting ready for this, we had plans for the 20th anniversary show to be a bit of a milestone. It still will be a bit of a milestone.
It still will be. It's true.
We realized that this, because we're going to sit here and play for probably half an hour or so, is our 200th show.
Yes, it is.
200 Cheshire Moon shows. Now, that includes a bunch of open mics and things like that, but I basically include anything that I have a set list for. And we have, including all the online shows and everything else, played 200 shows as of tonight. And that is, that's very cool.
That is pretty damn good.
And the 20th anniversary will be 201.
Starting something else.
Yep, starting something else. So I kind of like that idea. I figured since you've got that, seem reasonable?
Completely.
So anyway, good evening, everybody. Anyone who may be hanging out. Like I said, talk to us so we can see what's going on and who's out there.
World of love.
Good evening.
Hi, everyone.
Are you able to hear Lizzie okay? Because she sounds quiet to me because I'm right next to the guitar.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that I'm not drowning her out.
He's connected to the big instrument.
I just want to make sure that I'm not drowning her out. As we were saying earlier, this is kind of a milestone for us tonight. We were planning for this to be the 20th anniversary show, but tonight is the 200th time that Cheshire Moon has played in front of an audience. This is our 200th show. Some of them have been online. Some have been like open mics. Some of them have been little short concerts and stuff. Some of them have been shows in England. So yeah, we are kind of
Great, thank you, Zap.
cool. I just want to make sure that I'm not too loud. And if it was, I was going to turn away a little further.
You? Too
Turn
loud?
away further? Oh, I think you meant turn away further. Yeah, no, I'll turn away further. I'd rather not because I like looking at you, but then I can look at you. I can look over my shoulder and see you there. Isn't she pretty? She is. Even when she looks like that. Even when she makes faces. Yeah, that face at me right there.
See what I live with?
Yeah, this is what she
See what
looks
I
like.
live with?
This geek boy right here. She is stuck with me. Hello, Michael. How are you?
Hi, Michael.
Ask me how I know. So anyway, yeah, we are hanging out here on the front porch for a while. We've got the Craviolas. We'll be doing Craviola songs. If there's something you want to hear, though, ask us, and we might be persuaded to run in or run down. We have a 6-string just about 10 feet away from us.
Yes.
And various other instruments downstairs. We might be able to be convinced to grab something else. Yeah, we're going to sit here and play until we're tired. So that could be 15 minutes from now. That could be 17 minutes from now.
I hope you weren't expecting good jokes.
Venus takes her place on the horizon. Sirius comes out at certain times of year. Laurus guides the way as the northern lights set in. Orion is the sentinel of the southern sky. But all will hush in the Milky Way. Lives by a galaxy across the sky. Aries plays beneath Cancer's swinging moon. Leon roars as Virgo sings a gentle tune. Taurus listens to all the things Scorpio can see. The Archer and the Pegasus roam free. As Pisces swims the water barren, a key to a black and endless sea. She holds her secrets close when the sun is high. The wind sends us on our way as land drifts out of sight. Clouds grow orange and red, the way becomes unclear. The sailors of the blackest sea will never let us fear. Sun sinks down, sky darkens until back the star. Tell us where we are, to show us who we are.
Yes, Michael, we can do that.
Yes, absolutely. We gotta remember to run to the car because they're in the car. Gotta remember to go to the car. Yes. I kind of played that rhythm backwards, didn't I?
No, you're fine.
Is it fine?
Yeah.
It sounded backwards to me for some reason. It sounded like I was doing something wrong.
Well,
Yes. Zap knows me well. Zap knows me entirely too well. Yeah, just send me a message now, and I will give you the address when we get home. I mean, when we get home. We are home.
When we get inside.
When we get inside. You have some music. You have some stuff in your book.
I do.
Because I'm thinking we might need to do a certain song from the British Isles tonight. But I need the music for that.
Oh.
Oh. Yes, because it's in that tuning.
It is, isn't it?
It is. I
had
normally
forgotten.
play it on the parlor. But we've done it on this, and it sounded quite nice.
It did.
It does. But I do need to be able to see the chords.
Yes.
So while Lizzie pulls this up, just a reminder. Like I said earlier, this is our 200th show.
It's true.
We're kind of proud of that fact. And a week from tomorrow, we'll be doing our 201st on our YouTube page. It's the 20 years of mischief. 20 years I've been back to playing music in front of people. I quit for like 17 years. I did a couple things here and there, just little one-off things. I played a song or two at a convention open mic once, but I hadn't played in front of people until Labor Day 2000. So no, if you send me a message every 15 minutes, Michael, I will not do it. Okay? Yeah. Just understand. Be polite if you want something from us. It's not funny. All right. What you got?
Oh, I forgot what the first word was.
Waiting.
I
waiting.
know.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
I'm
I'm waiting. Waiting.
It's not in this book.
It's not in that book. Do you have the CM covers?
I'm looking for it.
Should be in the most recent
CM
book
covers.
that I gave you.
There you go. Oh, and here it is.
It is. Okay. So how are we gonna do this? Okay.
Like this. I have to see it too.
Lie here in the dark and cold, the water's cold and still and deep. He who bore me likewise rests in Avalon's enchanted sleep. And cold steel knows only darkness, hidden through the turning years. Pays no heed to wind and water, watching, waiting, for the call to wake and rise in time of need. 1,000 years and more have passed since I was drawn beneath the sky. The sunshine flare on shining blade chose who would live and who would die. The cold steel knows only patience, not the turning of the years. Pays no mind to passing lifetimes, watching, waiting for the call to rise and greet the sun again. Forged of water and of fire, quenched in blood and set in stone. Arthur drew me, held me high, with me laid claim to Britain's throne. The cold steel knows only violence, edge still keen, returning years. Pays no heed to passing kingdoms, watching, waiting for the call to draw me from the deep again. I rest here deep beneath the waves, beside the lady of the lake. Her magic keeps me sharp and bright, and holds her safe until she wakes. And cold steel knows its allegiance to Britain through the turning years. Pays no mind to passing fancies, watching, waiting for the call to rise and greet the light, the hand to draw me for the fight. When Arthur waits to aid this land, Excalibur will come to hand again. An excellent choice, my love.
I forgot the last bit. I was playing entirely wrong chords there.
Actually,
But they still work.
they still work.
They still work. Well, it was because it was like a partial of what I should have been
Yeah.
playing. So yeah, that was written by Mike Whittaker.
Yes.
Some of you know him, some of you don't. Yeah. It is one of our favorites too, Michael. It's one of the few covers. It's one of the few songs. We're actually, that's not 2 songs in a row that we've done. We're not written by us.
That's true.
It is true. So, what do we have left at this point?
Let me check.
Take a look. But so yeah, this is a lovely evening. It's a much cooler day. It's not in the
Finally.
90s. It's not in the 90s. Not in the mid to high 90s like it's been. And when I remembered that this was the not the British song you were expecting. What British song were you expecting? That's the only song we do by. That's in standard tuning.
Yeah, that's a different tuning.
Yeah.
Zap.
Although that song has been nominated for a Pegasus Award
Yes,
again.
it has.
Yeah, Child of the
Nominated
Library
once again.
is once again back up for a Pegasus Award, and it's a hard year in the Pegasus Awards. I've got 2 or 3 really distinct favorites in all of the categories.
The slate this year is
and,
just murder.
And then songs and the ones who are not on my favorites are ones that I don't necessarily know, but I have copies of all of them now because they're going to be on Filmcast.
Woohoo.
You know which instruments.
Like I know tuning.
Yeah,
You
I
know which instrument it's played on because you're that kind of person.
Yeah, sometimes.
Anyway, you said, "Oh, thank you, Christoph."
Hey there. No,
we didn't get nominated.
No, we didn't get nominated.
Child of the Library by Piers Crowley got nominated, not us.
It is on one of our albums.
Yes.
And it's one of the few songs by other people that we do actually play regularly. But yeah, Piers, we actually have the first professional recording of it.
Yes.
He's been doing it since the late 90s. But he's never had a professional recording. Tallis was talking about doing it at one point, and I think hasn't quite gotten around to it yet. But it is very cool. It is. Oh, and Christoph, congratulations!
Congratulations!
To you.
Yes. You want to talk about congratulations for a nomination, dude?
Yeah. Because well deserved. Because
Very
you two
much.
are amazing.
Very much.
This year, it's been interesting this year because so many people have been out there and getting more noticed because of the online stuff. And so we're getting to see filkers that we don't normally get to see. And so, you don't get out of the San Francisco area very often, so people don't see you very often. Well, people have seen you, you and Margaret have done, 4 or 5 online shows over the last few months? And so people are seeing.
And they've been amazing shows.
So it makes me happy, even through all of this just awfulness, that something good has come out of our community.
Yes.
In that all the online song circles and everything else it's just wonderful. I've heard so many voices, and I played 2 things on Filmcast last week that I wouldn't have heard unless we get out to North Carolina, because they don't get much of anywhere else. And so I was able to go out and buy 2 albums. As I said, if you have albums out there, point me toward them, and 2 guys did, and I played them both last week, and it's good stuff.
It is.
But it's stuff that I probably wouldn't have heard maybe for years.
Or possibly.
Or maybe at all.
Not until we got back out to Balticon, if we were lucky.
Yeah. So it's been a fun year for music.
It has been.
Regardless of all the other stuff that is going on.
And it is considerable stuff.
All the garbage. Being able to come together as a community and really, reinforce who we are as a community.
And supporting each other.
Yeah.
In a way that we've been very, very good about up until now, but now we are reinforcing. We are, deliberately reaching out to each other and saying, hey, and we're sharing the music and we're sharing the experience, and we're, going to people's online shows and cheering them on because it's almost the only contact some of us have with the outside world.
Yeah, I've really, for all practical purposes, have not been out of this house in almost 6 months now. I went to the doctor once. We've taken some drives.
Where he doesn't actually get out of the car.
Yeah, I don't get out of the car. I don't go in anywhere. I don't. I've talked to my stepmom, standing right over here on the lawn. I've talked to my friend Lonnie, standing right over here on the lawn. That has been the extent of the face-to-face conversations I've had. And my kids came down Father's Day all masked and everything, and everyone washed up, and I washed up so I could hold my granddaughter. And that's been it. That's been all that we've had. And I'm trying to. One of the reasons that I'm doing all of the online stuff and doing the Monday night, chat room and everything else, is to keep myself dealing with people, because I know it's really easy for me to go diving into something where I don't deal with people well at all. And so doing this, people thanked us for doing this a lot, and I mean, Judith did here just a bit ago, but we're also doing it for us. We're doing it so we've got so I can maintain the ability to deal with human beings, because I am a misanthrope, and I am really terribly shy. Something that most people don't realize, because you see me in performance mode when I'm at a con, or you see me here where I'm in performance mode. But those of you who know me well know that I'm a real quiet homebody. But anyway,
Michael, check your messages.
check message. Send a message. Cool. So yeah, we will get that out here. And Michael, yeah, no, it's cool. You just kind of you're being a Michael, and we've warned you about this. So what else is in the book there?
Oh yes, sorry.
Yes. You were looking at the
I was
song list.
multitasking. Yes, apologize.
Let me see the bunch of stuff. I see 2 possible songs we can do there.
I do too.
Should we do both those?
Yes,
Which one should we finish with?
that one.
Oh, you want to go down there? See, I was looking at the 12-string stuff. I don't want to try to do Bowman's Daughter on this.
Okay.
It's really rough on this.
Okay.
I can do Ghost Train on it, and do Alice, or we can do Strength. Or
Let's do Alice and Ghost Train.
Alice and Ghost Train. Okay. I play a very aggressive guitar.
No kidding.
Um,
His guitars are not aggressive. His guitars are actually very nice.
my instruments are definitely outgoing. But yeah, I'm not
Forgive us, we live near a firehouse. How do you know when something's gone wrong in Wonderland? Well, Alice found out the hard way. Remember, Alice, this is a song about Alice, but not the restaurant. The Mad Hatter was patient zero. No one knew at first, but Alice knew something was wrong with Mark's hair growl and curse. He said, your head is filled with sweet, delicious cleverness so bright. Oh, dearie me, it's time for tea. Won't you stay for a bite? The table gathers flies and bees. The Red Queen's garden is gone to seed. For now there is no time for tea for Alice in Zombieland. The White Rabbit took to chasing dogs and chewed on his good leg. For it may be there's no rest for the weary, but here there's no rest for the dead. The house of cards comes tumbling down, caught in winds of change. And White Queen sits on the throne of bones, wondering what a difference one day makes. The purple blade went snicker snack, but no head came the lumpen back. The Jabberwock took it for a snack as night fell in Zombieland. He was hungry. What? Dormouse finally has something more to say.
White Knights.
Tweedledum and Tweedledee, one love or two. How do you take your break? There's so many who lost their minds. They made some easy prey. But a smiling cat said, imagine that. I might just win this day. For there are fates far worse than death when you wrestle the restless dead. So, in the end, dear, just remember not to lose your head. 'Cause up with your head means something. Oh, what's a poor lost girl to do? But make the undead grow sweeter in Forgive me. I inhaled the book. Do you mind? Apparently not. Apparently he doesn't mind one little bit.
Hi, I'm back. Did you miss me? Hi, you okay?
Yeah,
Do you need to go get a drink of water?
I'm good.
You sure?
No, but I think I'm good.
Was it tasty?
No!
Oh. You shouldn't eat them raw. You should eat them cooked.
Yeah.
Ew.
Maybe
Play
you
it the
should-
right
maybe
way
you should,
around.
Reverse that, yeah. When the night is dark and quiet, and the wind blows just right, the crossing at the tracks goes red, and the ground shakes like a leaf on fire. Finding the way when passing the soul, trying to find their place. The very man of the river Styx drives a different chariot these days. Wood and water to glass and steel. The soul steam engine just won't yield. It's got a job to do, and so it goes. The ferry man keeps us on time, conductor on this one-way line. The noise of the river still will blow. So this train goes. No matter how powerful or how rich the life you lead, by and by we all end up with an aisle or a window seat. But there's a stop for old time heaven and a stop for Shangri-La, and the Valkyries stand ready at the step of Valhalla. Wood and water to glass and steel. The soul steam engine just won't yield. It's got a job to do, and so it goes. Ferry man keeps us on time, conductor on this one-way line. Noise of the river still will blow. So the ghost train goes. When Atropus says end of the line and lets those scissors snip, the silver ticket comes to be in the ferryman's cool grip. Step aboard, your fare is paid, sit back or go explore. 'Cause the ride that ends a lifetime is a boneyard or on floor. Wood and water to glass and steel. The soul steam engine just won't yield. It's got a job to do, and so it goes. Ferry man keeps us on time, conductor on this one-way line. The old stuff, the river still will blow. This train goes. That was reaching a little far. That's okay.
You think?
Me.
Yeah. I also sped up just a tiny bit going into the second verse.
Just a little.
Just a little bit. I realized I'm going, wow, that picking pattern is a whole lot faster this time. How you doing? Something about crows?
You know, I think we can.
I think we can do one more.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to play guitar on it.
No. Neither one of us are going to play on it. Ooh.
I'm a little out of tune now. But I can hit the right pitch. I just need a B. So we do it in B now. Jackdaw, magpie, raven, crow, living in the places where the shadows go. Jackdaw, magpie, raven, crow, living in the places where the shadows go.
I'm a real night crawler, come out in the day, watching up and down the road for my next meal. Roadkill will do just fine, or a mouse that the cat couldn't find. I'm a real tough cookie with a story on my back. I got that certain something, and a quip for every quill. Hold still, and you just might catch me on my next flight. So won't you come and join me for a dance, my dear, and learn a trick or two along the way. Never be afraid to let your voice be heard. We'll dance your fear of flying away. What goes up must come down, but getting up there's half the fun. Jackdaw, magpie, raven, crow,
living in the places where the shadows go. Jackdaw, magpie, raven, crow, living in the places where the shadows go.
In a world where anything can be thrown away, I got my pick of the litter. Pick it out, pick it up, take it away. Sweet talk and a squawk in every word I say. Oh brother, won't you come out and play? 'Cause murder's not a dirty word where I'm from. A whole space for shadows, spinning yarns in midair. Here, kitty kitty, with a few lives to spare. Doesn't mean you wanna take me on for that mouse right there. Fuzzball never knew what hit him. Jackdaw, magpie, raven, crow,
living in the places where the shadows go. Jackdaw, magpie, raven, crow, living in the places where the shadows go.
So in the early morning, when the fog's rolling in, keep an eye on those treetops, 'cause if I'm sitting in, you'll know it's just another night on the town for a winged scrounger who sure gets around. So won't you come and join me for a dance, my dear, and learn a trick or two along the way. Never be afraid to let your voice be heard. We'll dance your fear of flying away. Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. Jackdaw, magpie, raven, crow, living in the places where the shadows go. Jackdaw, magpie, raven, crow, living in the places where the shadows go. Jackdaw, magpie, raven, crow, living in the places where the shadows go.
I have married so well.
I didn't think I was
when
gonna
I bother her.
I didn't think I was going to make that last bit. I'm going to be perfectly honest
Oh, I
with
knew
you.
you were going to. I knew you were going. I had absolutely no doubt, and you went pretty much where I thought you were going to go. Because I was going, yeah, no, she's got this one. However, she does get upset when I lip sync with her.
Yes, yes, I do.
Not that I was trying to make her laugh or anything.
Throw me off my game, good luck.
Yeah, it's really hard for me to do.
He's managed.
She can throw me off my game.
I've broken him a couple of times live on stage.
There's been several times. Couple times during Masters, couple times during Witch in Your Story, where she just comes up with
I came up with something new, and I just hit him with it, and he was just like, what?
And I'm trying to just your hands know what to do. Just let them do it. Don't start laughing because that'll throw everything off. And just keep going. Oh,
And I will occasionally look at him and go, "Yep, got him."
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. So anyway, thank you for coming and hanging out with us on this Saturday evening.
On this, our 200th show. 200
shows, 200 Cheshire Moon shows since June of 2011.
Yep.
And they are all, it's because I don't watch Judy. One of the rules, don't watch Judy. I made the mistake once.
Ever watch Judy
when I was on stage with her. She was on stage with us with Toy Boat. And I needed to cue off Mike. And Mike was between me and Judy. So I looked over and I saw Mike. And so I had no choice but to look at Judy. And so, I almost lost it. I came real close. I've looked at Judy on stage a couple times. I just don't. So yeah, number 201 will be the 20th anniversary show.
We'll be evolving into something different.
Yep, a week from tomorrow So you will get some solo songs from me. You'll get one toy boat song because it's really the only one that I can do solo, and then Cheshire Moon. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Judy during Zombie Mama is hysterical.
But then again, so was Shannon.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The first time Toy Boat played at OVFF, Shannon hadn't heard us, and I couldn't see her from where I was, but from all reports during Zombie Mama, she stopped breathing. And when Mike hit the line, it's not necrophilia if she's still moving. Apparently, she almost slid off her chair. And we finished the song, and I hear from out in the audience, "That's my new favorite song." It just absolutely broke her completely.
Uh-oh.
Oh, puppies are out. There are these two great big goldies over there. They're just gorgeous.
And they're so sweet, and they're full of energy.
But they do want you to know that it's their yard. And they won't lunge at you or anything, but they will sit there and bark and let you know. So don't you step over here. And
they'll get within about 3 feet maybe of the sidewalk, and they'll bark at you. Mm-hmm. And they won't nip. They won't go at you, but they let you know that this is their territory, and you're not allowed to take a single step off that sidewalk. No.
Yes, that's right. You were there for that one, Zap. Yeah. I couldn't see her from where I was because she was like right in front of Mike and about 5 rows back. And I'm busy. I'm not looking out there, but apparently.
Apparently, it was impressive.
One of the two moments when there was a time that I don't know if any of you remember the Gothsicles, and they are still around, but they had a song called Konami Code. And I listened to it, I realized it's just 4 chords that just rotate all the way through it. Except it's big, heavy synth beats. And so Shoebox from Worm Quartet and I did it as a sensitive, quiet, finger-picked singer-songwriter song. And the lead singer of the Gothsicles was in the audience, and I could see him for where I was. And I watched Dark NES, Darkness, basically sitting in a hotel, meeting space chair, and he folded in half, and his head was on his feet, and he is vibrating up and down. He's laughing so hard. So that was another one of those moments where
there was concern about him.
Yeah.
Because of the state he was in.
But Brian also is one of those people that you want in your audience because he laughs at so much, so well, and it's so much stuff.
Oh, his laugh is just brilliant.
Yeah. But anyway, thank you for coming and hanging out with us this evening. I'll be back on tomorrow night, usual 8-ish, to do a little bit of improv time.
Yeah.
Lizzie may or may not come on and
I'm thinking about it.
Do it with me. It depends on her mood in the evening, but we've been doing some really interesting, instrument and fiddle jams lately, and some instrument and mandola jams.
Yes.
The one last night was really fun.
Oh, yes.
Last night was necessary. I'm going to talk about this again for a moment. The major music writer and guiding force behind one of my all-time favorite bands called the Drovers died yesterday. He apparently had been fighting brain cancer for quite some time. The Drovers were a huge influence on this band in terms of just the sound and attitude, it gives you that Seymour. See if you can get that to work. Sometimes my fingers don't want to catch on it. Yeah. Oh, there we go. And you play music with these people? Yeah, well, she does. And you know what you were getting into. But
Yep.
I saw them play 4 or 5 times at a little club up in Ames called the M Shop. And it was Celtic, Middle Eastern, hard rock, folky prog, I think is a good way to describe them. Look up a song called She's as Pretty as Brian Jones Was, and you can hear a lot of the influence on us just out of that song. One of my all-time favorite bands. I mean, very sad last night. So we had a jam that was very much tied into that kind of sound last night, because it was Craviola again, and a little bit of mandola and a little bit of violin. And I think I need to listen to some of their stuff tonight. But anyway, thank you for coming and hanging out with us.
Speaking of cancer sucking,
yeah.
I like showing off this particular. I would like showing off this particular shirt today because Wakanda Forever.
Wakanda Forever. There was a thing that I posted on my page, that I shared on my page earlier, of a little girl at a Ren Fair, and she went up to talk to the Queen, and it was a little girl, a small black girl, and the Queen asked her, are you a princess? And, are you a princess of England? Are you a princess of whatever? And she kept going, no. And she thought about, okay, let's try this. Are you a princess of Wakanda? And she went, mm-hmm.
There you go.
And that Queen now does that regularly. And she says, it obviously there's something that hit. That was the, Shuri rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Smartest character in the Marvel
all of
universe.
Marvel.
She thinks Tony Stark is a little foolish.
Adorable. She thinks he's adorable.
He's very smart, but he's a little behind the curve.
Yeah.
If you read the comic books, her encounters with Tony are always really amusing, because Tony's just like...
It's like, Tony shows her something, and she's like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I did that when I was 12.
It's like,
so nice that you figured that out all by yourself. So anyway, Wakanda Forever, it makes me sad. His performance in that, and I'd seen him in other things, but his performance in Black Panther, there was such a forcefulness to it, and a sweetness to it, a sense of humor to it. You watch the encounters with his family in that, and the way they all talk to each other, and the way that, you watch it, you go, they will never let him take himself too seriously as a king. They will make sure that he is he's going to be a good one.
Between his best friend, who is in fact the head of the bodyguards, she's amazing.
Yeah.
His little sister, who is always going to poke at him, always. But
Mm-hmm.
that's what little sisters do. We poke at our older siblings just because we need to.
Favorite moment in that movie is one of Shuri's. You tell this better than I do.
Huh.
During the contest.
Oh, yes.
During the trial.
If you watch Black Panther again, watch what happens when M'Baku decides to pick at Shuri. She's not afraid of him.
The guards put their weapons
spears in front of her.
They're not keeping
They're not
M'Baku
keeping him
away from Shuri.
They're keeping her from moving forward. Because she is relaxed. She is in a very relaxed boxer stance.
And she has enough stuff on her
she
to burn
tricked
him to
out
the
that
ground.
corset to fucking kill somebody.
Burn him to the ground.
Oh, yeah.
Without him even being able to think about it.
Oh, yeah. No, instantly. Instant death.
But, it's something that we didn't realize. You noticed it.
I noticed it the second time.
Yeah,
I didn't realize it at first. And her own mother is like, no.
No, don't hurt the man.
do it.
Don't hurt the man. It's my favorite moment in that movie where you realize just how formidable Shuri is. That, Shuri's just like, come on, because you're not going to survive
And the only
this.
warrior at the end of the film that could take Shuri on head to head and actually do something was Killmonger.
Yeah.
Killmonger was the only one who could take her.
Yeah.
And even then, the only reason that she didn't take him is because she ran out of power.
Yeah, because she was hurting him.
She was hurting. She invented the suit that he was wearing.
Yeah.
She knew its weaknesses.
Yeah. And she also knew how to keep someone like that off balance.
Mm-hmm. She'd been doing it her whole life.
She'd studied it. She knew. But anyway, we rant and we ramble and we babble.
Yes, we do.
Thank you for coming and hanging out with us this evening. This is one of the things that has made this whole situation really bearable for us, is these evenings coming out here and playing music and going out and seeing other people. I don't get to do as much because my computer doesn't let me watch streaming video like Kathy. I need to now go back and watch you play Water because I tried to
Kathy's been nominated twice.
Yes, Kathy has 2 nominations. And how many nominations is that now? 9 or 10?
Yeah, something like that. You're
that?
creeping up on a dozen, aren't you?
Yeah, something like that. I actually have a list of how many times you've been nominated because that's going to get mentioned on Philcast. Everyone gets mentioned as to whether they have been nominated before, whether they've been nominated before in the category, whatever the song has been nominated before, and how many nominations and how many wins. So
don't me, girl.
Yeah.
You deserve it.
Yes.
There's a reason why you're in the Best Composer category.
Yes.
There's a reason why Water is up for Best Song, because it's fucking amazing. Don't do that. You're fucking brilliant, and you know it.
Hello, Summer.
Hi, Summer.
So yeah.
See, Chris agrees.
Yeah,
Chris
Chris
knows.
agrees.
Chris knows.
We all know, you know. So anyway, we're going to put the stuff away. You need to run to the car,
Yes, I need to go run to the car real quick.
and yeah, we'll drop that.
Put that in
button
the
off
mailbox for you,
your-
Michael.
But we
I'll
need
do
to
it
get
now.
stuff inside first and set
Yeah.
down and everything, then back down to the studio.
Yes.
We miss you. We
miss you
wanted
so
to see you this
much.
summer. We had people that we wanted to hang out with because we wanted to be able to go
We
out on a
gladly
wander.
would have been a stop for you on
Yeah.
your way west
Yeah.
this year, but it just, I mean, we've done that before. You guys have stayed here for a night just so
Yeah.
that you would have a place to rest on the road.
And at some point we are going to upgrade that bed to a queen
Yes.
because it's just a double now.
It's
And-
just a
and
double
it's-
now, and it's a little small.
It's a little small. But that is one of the goals over the next year. We got about half a dozen little things like that.
Yeah.
Probably, about $1,000 worth of stuff that we
Yeah,
need to do.
and do it in
Grand to
pieces and it's
1,500,
fine. Yeah, so,
Like we want a dishwasher.
yes, we do. But we also have to install all the plumbing necessary to have a dishwasher.
Yeah. So we have a lot to do. Hello, Bridget.
Bridget!
Hello, Stephen.
Oh my god, girl, I have missed
Yeah.
you so much.
And I need to get off this chair because it's killing me. That's why I kept moving. Because this red light kept wanting to fall asleep.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to hit the button.
We're on the little lousy folding chairs. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Love you all.
See you as soon as we can.
Yep. Bye-bye.